Good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Jeremy and Carp Angler. You join me and Rocco today and we're back at the big pit. Let's just have a look so you can see the scene out there. So yeah, as you can see, not an unusual peg again, and as you remember, I fished this peg a few weeks ago, or at the beginning of July, and yeah, we did very well in here. Oh, I did very well because I was on my own that day, and yeah, I had three fish up to £25.4 that day. It's now beginning of August, and yeah, I've come and set up in this peg mainly because you'll probably see it's so shallow out there. And a normal peg, there's areas out there where the spots I normally fish, I think I'm in about 6 inches of water if I cast out there at the moment. It's got so low that the seagulls are walking on some of the spots I fish, so there's a couple of spots that's in deep channels, but I've found before when we get to low water here in the summertime, they can, the fish don't get in that peg as much as they otherwise would do. So I kind of opted to come down here. Now I came down here, well, I got here this morning, we walked round, I say morning, it's now 1 o'clock, so it was sort of late morning, and just, I don't know if you can see a weed bed out in front of me, and there's a weed bed out, the second one, there was a fish feeding just off there this morning, and as I was setting up there was one feeding off just the other side of this first weed bed here. So and I've seen a couple of fish bosh out in the middle there, so I've seen sort of 4 fish since I've been here, sort of setting up really. So I've got two rods out fairly long, and then one I've just dropped down here between these 2 weed beds to my right. So I'm hoping I'm going to get some action. I mean, at the moment I'm more confident of the right hand rod closer in than I am the 2 out long, but I was like that before when I fished there. I had one just down this right hand margin here, and it didn't produce anything. Yeah, I had 3 fish from the 2 rods out in the middle, so that's where I'm more hopeful. I'll probably be more successful. But yeah, as I say, Rocco is with me. He didn't fish with me here last time, and he's lying in the sun at the moment. As I say, he's quite tired. That's his second lot of food he's had there. He's got there. He's had a bit of a walk round. He had a walk at home this morning. He's come here, and we've had a walk all around the lake this morning. So the only place we see any fish was in this peg, hence why we're in here. But then a little walk along the beach before we set up. And then we've come and set up in here, so he's quite tired. He's had a plate full of chicken already. That's his second one down there, and now he's sort of crashed out for a sleep. So he'll probably have a sleep, hopefully for the next couple of hours, and then he'll wake himself up, and then he'll be wanting a walk, no doubt. Yeah, he's got all his food down here. He's got a nice shady spot down here, but he wants to lay in the sun at the moment, so that's where he is. Yeah, we did discover that just behind here there's a bit of a wasp nest down there, so I'm trying to keep him away from that. As you can see, they're all coming out of the ground there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that hole in there is where they're coming from. Oh, couple of bleeps on the right middle rod. I don't think that's definitely not a carp. That's probably the dreaded bream having a little pick up. Hopefully he don't get hooked, and we'll be able to leave it out there a bit longer. So So yeah, no, it's not hooked himself. So yeah, right, so that's where we are, what we're doing. Rocco's found a bit of an investigator, it's a new peg for him, this one. No, it looks like we've got a barry on. But yeah, it looks like there's a new peg for Rocco to investigate this one. Yeah, she's doing, and hopefully we shall come back to you not too soon with a fish, and hopefully not a dreaded bream. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, yeah, good afternoon everyone. It's yeah, 2:30, and yeah, we've got our first fish. We've got ourselves a cracking mirror. I'll see if I can pick him up for you, and he's rather angry and lively, but we'll have a go. Weed. There we go. Not bad for a first fish, is it? So I've weighed him, and he's gone 24.14 on the scales. He came on the left-hand rod. Right. So it's not bad, seeing that it's only been out there. Oh, we put it out there about 1 o'clock. An hour and a half it's been out there. It's a cracking start. Right, just gonna treat a few wounds on him, get some steels, and we'll get him slipped back. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, hi everybody. It's now coming up to 5 o'clock, and yeah, we're off to a cracking start with that mirror at 2:30. Yeah, I was just sort of sitting here, and I was just actually catapulting out some bait over my right hand rod, and yeah, the left hand rod screamed off, and yeah, it took a bit of line, but mainly kited round to the right. So you can see, he went round to the right, so he was sort of straight out front. He went round to the right, and then had a little bit of jiggery pokery getting him over that weed bed just to my right there. But that was the only thing really. He sort of held deep for a while, but then gradually came in, and then as I say, got caught in that weed bed, and there was 3 or 4 minutes where he was stuck solid, and then I just kept the pressure on. He gradually, and he came through, and then it was all just in that right hand bay there, and then yeah, I think 3 times I had him over the net, but he managed to wiggle away before I could net him. But yeah, he went in the net, and yeah, I thought he was bigger than he was. So I thought, Christ, that looks a decent mirror when I first netted him. But yeah, he's went 24.12 on the scale, so yeah, I'm well happy with that. Yeah, if I don't get anything for the rest of the session, I'm well pleased with him. So yeah, it's all pressure's off really. So yeah, since then, I mean, he picked up both my other lines during the fight, so much so that the middle rod came in, you know, the line was all tangled around the fish as well. I untangled all that after I'd put him back, and recast those 2, but he picked up my right hand rod as well, so I reeled that one in and recast that, so they're all out there now. Fresh hook bait on the left hand rod, but the middle and the right hand's the same one, and then I shall leave them out there now until, well, so they went back out there probably about 3:15, half 3, and I shall leave them out there now until probably about 7 to 8 o'clock. I shall redo all 3 rods with fresh hook baits ready for the night, and then they can stay out there all night till we have a fish. Yeah, I've seen another fish show sort of just past where both my middle and left hand rod are, our strand and middle. One should come out the water out there a couple of times, so they're still out there. I haven't seen anything else in these weeds down to my right yet, and I'm hoping that I'll get one on that right hand rod, because that'll be a second spot I've caught off for these 2 sessions so far. They've all come the same sort of area out in the middle there. Rocco, I don't think too much of it. As you see, he's fast asleep on his blanket. I think it's he kind of feels the heat a bit more, although he's still asked to go for his walk, so I shall take him someone this evening for a little walk round, and he can then settle down for the night. But at the moment he's having a nice little sleep over there. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, and I shall come back to you with probably an evening update, if I don't catch another fish beforehand. Speak to you in a bit. Yeah, good evening everyone. It's now coming up to 9 o'clock, and we've got our second fish of the trip. He's a very lively common, which I'm going to attempt to lift him up for you. He's not been a very well behaved so far. There you go. One side. So I've just weighed him up. He's see what I mean? He's got 19 and a half. Calm down, chap, calm down. Oh, dear. See what I mean? Right. So right, one more go. I've seen one side of him already. Come on. Likes fighting me, this one, doesn't he? He's knocked the fluffy bit off me microphone. I don't know where that's gone. Right. One more go. There we go. There's the other side quickly. Okay. Right. Oops. Right. We'll get him back sharpish because he's very lively. I've got to find the fluffy bit off my microphone. Yeah, good evening everyone. Yeah, it's just coming, it's about 9:30 now, and yeah, I was just about to do your evening update at 9 o'clock when the old left hand rod went off again. And yeah, as you probably see from the early footage, we had a nice common of 19.5 pounds to keep us entertained for the evening. So yeah, doing really well. It's the second fish of the session so far, and yeah, so I just redone, literally at 8 o'clock I redid the left hand rod and the right hand rod, so I was 100% happy with them, and I got the left hand rod bang on the same spot where I caught the first fish from, and yeah, it was literally out there probably 45 minutes and it's gone again. So that's proven to be a very good spot. So I've now recast that, and it's probably gone a bit slightly over. So I don't know how, I must have just timed the cast perfectly, but it's gone slightly over where I wanted it. But you know, it can sit there for the night. It's either going to go or not, in which case I shall recast it and bring it in a bit short in the morning. But it was the same wrappage, and it's sort of gone probably about a rod length farther than I wanted it to. But well, usually when I think they're not right, I leave them, they go, and I catch the best fish of the session, so I'm going to leave it there. Luckily that one didn't disturb the other two lines, so they can stay where they are. And yeah, we're all set for the night. Rocco's just about to drift off, and he's there, focus, he's laying there. He was laying literally just down here by my feet earlier, and I was sat here, and we were all very cosy, and then we were rudely interrupted by Mr. Commons. So so yeah, we're I'm well pleased so far. 2 fish, and we're not even into the night yet, so I suspect we'll be quiet all night now. I've said that, but hopefully we'll get, get another one during the night. That'd be brilliant, and it'd be nice to get one at first light, and that's almost like a perfect session. I always say 3 fish, one during the day or the evening, 1 during the night, and then 1 first thing in the morning. That's kind of like my perfect session. Get 3 fish, rather than have loads all through the night, or not have anything all through the night. That's kind of great. But yeah, so we're all set up. Yeah, Rocco's definitely about to go to sleep. He likes it there because he's got a nice draft coming through, and yeah, you're getting the last bit of the sun. It's noise, the camera's making it look lighter than it actually is, and I expect in the next 15 minutes or so it'll be dark. So yeah, so good night everybody, and hopefully I'll see you during the night with another fish. If not, I'll speak to you in the morning. Yeah, good morning everyone. It's now coming up to 7:30, and yeah, just a little update for what went on in the night really. You see the 2 carp, the second one at 9 o'clock, and then I put the rods back out after that, or put the rod back out after that, and then actually had a bite on the right hand rod, which turned about 10 o'clock, which turned out to be a tench of about 4 pound. I didn't get the recording equipment out for that. I didn't weigh him. I just literally unhooked him in the net and let him go. Put that rod back out, and all was quiet until 2 o'clock-ish in the morning, 2:30, something like that, when the same rod, the right hand rod, went again, and obviously wasn't a carp. It just pulled up, to kept beeping, pulled up to the top, and I reeled in a bream of a sort of similar size, sort of 3.5, 4 pound. Again, unhooked him in the net and let him go. Put the rod back out, and then all's really been quiet until 6:30 this morning, when Rocco started to stir. And yeah, so had a walk, and as you can see, he's now crashed out again. Oh, he has had a bowl full of food, so he's walked, sleep, back out. So I've now got the rods back out. Little change this time. I put all 3 out on that spot in the middle, and so I've got 3 in a line. They're literally 3 off that wee bed, 1 just to the right of it, literally quarter of a rod length to the right, and then the next one's about a rod length, and the next one's about a rod length. So I was quite proud of myself getting 3 close together on that spot. I mean, that's the spot that's done the 2 carp. So and I don't know if you pick that up, once there is a fish the other side of the weed bed feeding. He's keeps sticking his fins out, that we see a tail come up or a peck come up. And again, look, he's just come up. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but yeah, he's just come up. He's feeding literally. I don't know if I do that, it will pick him up. He's probably too far away to show it. But he's but yeah, he's definitely out there. So I'm hoping it's just going to be a matter of time before one of those 3 rods goes off. He only needs to come this side of that wee bed, and I have thrown about a dozen boilies out there with a throwing stick as well. So he's got 3 bags, so that's 18 boilies out there, plus 6, 24 boilies the other side of that wee bed. So surely you can smell that from here, or from where he is. He's just got to come round and he'll be right on top of them. So I'm hoping it's, I can see quite a big tail coming up at this. I'm hoping it's quite a big fish. So hopefully we'll get some action in a minute. Meanwhile, I'm going to cook some breakfast, and then we'll see where we are. So that'll probably take us to about 9 o'clock time. I've done that, had a coffee, something to eat, and then we'll see where we are. As I say, we're due thundery rain today here from, well, 10 o'clock rain onwards, but when I look on all of my weather apps, it's showing this afternoon thunderstorms. So I think we're probably going to give it to about, well, see what it's doing at sort of 9:30 maybe, but 10 o'clock I think I'm definitely going to start packing up. So we're away by 11 at the latest. There, he's just come up again. Look, he's the other side of it. Come on. Be nice to get another one before we go. That'd be 3 for the session, so that's kind of my perfect score, really. Sort of sounded like someone was about then. Right. Well, let's hopefully speak to you again, not too distant future. Yeah, hi everyone. It's just coming up to, well, I think it's just gone 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'm in the throes of starting to pack up now. And yeah, it's been another brilliant session. So yeah, really pleased with those 2 fish. 24 pound 14 mirror and a 19 pound 8 common. So yeah, in addition to that, I had a tench and a bream during the night. But yeah, well, sorry, what I didn't tell you is when I did that morning update, I must have been 2 minutes after that, the left hand rod went off again, and I hooked into a fish. And as I've said to you before, I can get them so far, and then there's this, I'm bringing them in, there's a, just so I get them sort of 20 yards out, there's a big weed bed to my right, and all the fish seem to kite to the right. And yeah, I got him to there, and I was coaxing him round the weed bed as I had done the previous 2, and unfortunately the hook pulled. I wasn't giving him that much pressure at the time, so I probably didn't have a very good hook hold from the start. And either that or my hooks were getting a bit blunt, because they've been out there. Most of them have been out there all night, so they might not have gone in as far as they needed to. But yeah, I lost that fish. That was bang on 8 o'clock this morning, and yeah, we've had fish out there feeding around the spot right up until probably about 20 past 9. And they've kind of done the off now. I've been periodically chucking boilies out there all morning over their heads with a throwing stick, and they've been obviously feeding on them, but they've not picked up hook bait since. So well, I can't complain. I've had one bite, one chance, so I've lost it. So so yeah, I'm now sort of starting to pack up. I say Rocco's still chilled out, although he has got up and moved and had a drink. Yeah, I'm starting to load my barrow up there. Bibby's bed chair's away, so I've just got to take the bivvy down and then pack the rest of my stuff away, and then bring the rods in last. So yeah, hopefully we'll have another fish before we go, and if we do, I shall come back to you. But if not, that's the end of the session. And thank you all very much for watching. Thanks everyone for their support. It's your support that keeps me doing the films. And yeah, as I said the last couple of videos, when we get to 250 subscribers, I shall do a bait giveaway. We're at 225 at the moment, so we're not far, so by the time this video goes out we might be there, and I'll cut this bit, but yeah, I should do a kilo bait giveaway when we get to that milestone, and then obviously the next one's 500, but that seems a long way off at the moment. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.